We're starting this. What are we doing?
We're sailing today.
Ta-da.
Yep, that is my announcement, my general announcement. Security, security, all stations, all station. We are sailing today.
I've been holding on to holding on to the breeze. Looking out to the past life. I still see her in my sleep. It's like listening to the sun. Shaking your fist in the sky.
Good morning, everyone.
Hello.
Today we are enjoying another beautiful day at sea. We are sailing about 60 miles, a little bit further south to a chain of islands along the coast of Spain.
This is sort of like the last really good puff of wind I think that we're gonna get for the next couple of days. So we're using it to finish our sail around the corner. And then it's gonna get lighter and more variable. But we've been enjoying consistent 20 gusting to 30 for the last 4 or 5 days. So we've just been cruising along the coast.
It's going to be about a 10-hour sail. We've already
Yeah, about 60
done
miles.
one. So 9 more hours to go.
So while we were in Brest, we got another software update from Ocean Volt. They just downloaded it through the cloud, which is super cool. And it was supposed to make regen not necessarily better, like higher numbers, but it was gonna help with the way that it searches for peak efficiency. Before it would rev up and go up to 1500 RPM or something like that for a little while, and it would actually use some battery power. And so this new software update has definitely helped. It sort of levels out the RPM curve, which is really, really nice. And so now it's sort of a consistent 500 maybe to 600 RPM all the time. And it just fluctuates a little bit, but it doesn't speed out of control, which is nice. And also our watt hour per minute meter now is calibrated and works correctly. I know some of you guys noticed when we were in Iceland that it was saying some outrageous numbers, but no, those weren't accurate. That's why we didn't really talk about it back then. But now it's nice because the top number, the big one, shows how much power we're putting in, not from the Ocean Bolt, but sort of total across the board. So it's including the power that we're consuming, which is kind of nice. And then the number underneath it is giving us sort of an average over 30 minutes of how many watt hours we put in. So currently we're at 220 or so watt hours per 30 minutes, which means we're putting in 400 watt hours per hour. I hate those units of measurement, which is really good actually. And then plus solar. And so we've already gone up 2% since we left the anchorage, and we've only been sailing for about an hour, which is awesome. Currently, we're having an issue with this particular software update where it's now cutting out and stopping at about 5.5 knots through the water instead of 4.5 like it used to. So we're gonna be working with them next to sort of solve that, which is kind of why we're out here doing this, so we can actually sail and test it in all these different conditions and help them tweak the software. Because it's pretty cool to just get a software update and then, like in Iceland, just get 25% better regen and continually get improvements just from software updates, even though we're not changing anything on the boat at all. We're pretty happy with it because it means we can leave an anchorage, sail all day, and arrive with more power than we left with, which is the first time in forever. I mean, we've had this boat and electric motor for almost 8 years now. And since Tromsø, and when we installed the servo props, the first time we're actually putting in positive power by the end of the sail, which is really, really cool. Makes the whole electric motor thing much more viable, in my opinion. Yeah, there's something wrong with the pole too. I would just put the pole out because we're going wing on wing because the wind just clocked a little bit and we were gonna hit land if we didn't kind of turn a little bit more. The whisker pole we have just kind of helps keep the head sail out because when we're going dead downwind, the boat tends to like rock back and forth quite a lot, and then it usually sort of collapses and puffs the head sail, and then it's kind of useless because it's not actually giving a consistent pull on the boat. So without the pole, it kind of flogs and flaps and doesn't really do anything, and with the pole it keeps it out and sort of gain like about 1/2 to 3/4 of a knot. If this wind stays consistently light, we'll probably put the rest of our head sail out as well. And then we can extend that pole to make it even bigger because we're going downwind. So it just presents like a nice big wall of canvas for the wind to push against.
So we just passed the sailboat going the opposite direction. He is motoring against the wind with his mainsail up, and I don't really get it because to me it almost feels like the mainsail is luffing so much that it's doing more harm than good. It's motoring straight into the wind, and I think either motor and put your sail down, or sail and keep your sail up.
Yeah, not to sound too judgy, because like we get what it's like when people judge us on our sailing skills and abilities and what we show on camera, but like we've been watching him come over the horizon and keep going, and he's motoring straight into the wind, and so his mainsail is just bashing. And like if he fell off 10 degrees, the mainsail would fill, and then he could like motor sail, I guess, and you get the stability, but he's still luffing. I don't get it. Maybe he can't take it down. I don't know what the situation is. I'd hate to be motoring north in this though. It's like
Looks rough. It's
blowing 20, gusting a bit more. I mean, I guess if you have to, but like tomorrow it's gonna be almost dead. So I don't know. That's the difference between diesel sailors and electric sailors, I think, or sailors versus power boaters. They're like, we gotta get there today, so they're motoring against 20 knots of wind in some pretty crappy conditions. Whereas if you just waited to tomorrow, it'd be like an enjoyable sail north. Or waited till tomorrow, it'd be an enjoyable motor north. Wait 2 or 3 days, and it would be an enjoyable sail north. So, I don't know.
I don't know.
I like that we're sailing, and we're making power too.
Ooh, that lens is dirty.
I'm still shadow dancing with you.
Look at all those legs.
I know. The legs. It's starting to get warm enough that this is possible. It's nice.
I like the shorts and sweater combo.
Yeah. My legs are taking the sunshine and my arms are staying comfy. It's a nice afternoon. And yeah, we'll slow and steady make it to the anchorage.
Well, the sun is about 30 minutes away from setting behind me, and the wind has pretty much dropped down, as you can see by this glassy calm sea all around. But the wind's also shifted out of the south, and now we're pinching into it in the right direction. So we're probably not going to make it to our anchorage during daylight, but it should be an easy entrance, and it's going to be a perfectly clear sky, and there's like a little sliver of moon, and we're not too worried about it. But typical us, we're arriving at night. It's really pretty sail though.
Oh, it's gone. It's going.
It's weird, right?
So cool. Yeah, we were watching the sunset for a while, and for some reason, like, the very last bit of it just never went down. We're like, what's wrong with the sun today? And then we looked through binoculars, and apparently So the sun is setting, but it's shining through a tiny little layer of fog. So it's almost reflecting up through the fog.
It's super weird.
It's so weird because it's still there even though the sun is already down.
And diffused.
It's so cool. And the forecast said we'll have fog on the coast in 3 days. So maybe it's the same fog bank that's just going to breathe in here. Wind died a bit, so we're motor sailing. And we should still be there in about 3 hours. Which is now at midnight.
Yeah, we've got Mr. Ocean Bolt running. We've got nothing going on here. But the sails are like...
The sails are kind of there.
Still sort of foolish with our apparent winds, so...
Motor sailing. Although I like this kind of motor sailing was just quiet.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't tell that we're motoring if you were next to us.
Yeah, if we were just motoring, we'd be doing about 2 knots. So with the sails up, it's adding like an extra knot, but the wind keeps fluffing back and forth. And so we keep having to tack, which is kind of weirdly and annoying, but we'll get there. 6.5 more miles to go. We'll get there.
And we're here. Just like we predicted, we arrived at 12:30 in the morning. So now we're exhausted. It's time. We already ate dinner because we were going so slow that then was able to cook a few minutes ago, and we ate on the way here. And yeah, so the only thing left to do now is go to bed. I'm excited to, as per usual, see what this place looks like in the morning. There's not so glamorous side.
It's a nice shot though.
Yeah? Brushing the teeth against the city wall.
Yeah. What do you think of this place?
We didn't really know what this place looked like because we came in at night, but now that the sun is out, it's beautiful. So we are anchored in front of an archipelago of island called the Thiès Island. Pronounced Thiès Island. I can't say my TH in English, so I can't say that in Spanish either. Seems like this place has pretty much everything. There's white sandy beaches, there's a mini forest. It's also one of the most visited national parks in Spain, which explains why there is cruise ships here, and there's ferries, and there's a bunch of lovely boats anchored here with us. So yeah, and there's also a trail that goes around the island. So we're going to put a dinghy down and go for a land exploration today. Dinghy down time.
This is like the first days of proper warmth we've had in so long. The sail down here, we were like sun tanning and like getting our base tan on, and like the breeze is still a little bit fresh, which is nice, but on land it's probably gonna be warmer. But yeah, there's like people on the beach, sun is out. It's like the whole forecast, the 10-day forecast is sun, 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 sun. I'm really excited to get back in like cruising mode.
And we're off. Water's so clear. It's deep pretty much all the way,
Yeah.
so.
Nice. I think there's only about 1.5 meters of tide here too, so we should be able to just pull the dinghy up on the beach a little bit and then leave it alone. okay.
Oh no, he's not dead. He's dying.
He's dead soon enough if you keep him out of the water.
Aw.
Now you know what our bait should look like. Whatever we fish with next time should look like that.
Oh no, look, he's swimming away. I think I saved him. He was drowning in the sand, so.
Oh, solid ground.
So there's a sign in the middle of a little trail that says Coast Snap CS. And it tells you like take a picture and then snap and share. And then we were looking, we're like, okay, cool. We're just gonna tag, you know, hashtag Coast Snap CS in every picture that we take here. And then we knew it is this little thing. And what it is, it's so that you can take a picture with that particular angle.
That? It's like a built-in selfie tripod for your phone. Look how genius that is. I love how somebody like thought that through and like set that angle up and framed it specifically just for that angle.
Just for that one angle. That's funny.
Doesn't work for the camera.
No.
I like it.
I love it. It's awesome. But then everyone will have, there's no creativity involved. Everybody has the same angle. Do you think we should put our shoes back on?
Someday.
When we make it to the forest, we can put their shoes on. Yeah. Oh shit, I wasn't recording.
I want to see it.
Yes, I'm recording. Okay, go.
All right.
All right, where are we?
Professor Dan in the house. We just had lunch there, and now we're here.
Where are we anchored?
And we're gonna go on that blue trout. We're anchored like actually right underneath the anchor sign. And we might go like free dive. There's some cool rocks and stuff along here, so we might go free dive that like tomorrow maybe. And we're gonna hike on this trail today too. It's a very nice map. There's like the one truck on like the whole island. It goes from the main ferry terminal around to the campground. I think it's must be a real privilege to be like driving the one truck on the island. You know, there's like a nice concrete path, right?
No. I need my feet to toughen up, so I have to walk on the dirt. And ow, ow. I think I'm. Yeah, but
Maybe not.
Maybe not right away. Maybe halfway. You know, just one leg at a time.
Alternate. Oh my gosh. You don't have to toughen up all at once, you know.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Not tossing the air. We give up.
We give up.
We made it to like rocky terrain.
Bringing out the shoes now. Our feet are not that tough yet. I think. By the way, right now your feet are the same color as the ground.
Yeah. The ground is very dark and tan and sexy. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's exactly. Oh, you're wearing socks too. Wow,
Yeah.
the whole thing.
They're Devald socks from Norway. They're made out of merino wool. Because like everything we own now is made out of merino wool. As if you guys thought we were gonna stop wearing merino wool when we came out of the north. Nope. Merino wool t-shirt, merino wool boxers, merino wool socks.
Feel better?
Hardcore parkour.
Got up
enjoying the sunshine?
You done taking B-rolls of flowers?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yes, I'm enjoying this.
We can go back to hiking now.
Okay, good.
You know what? Make fun of me all you want, but it's gonna look really good in the edit. Just saying.
How's the view, Queen Kika?
Hey, you like my queen's chair?
Throne.
On the edge of the cliff is nice. It's like the perfect little...
It looks like a piece of dinosaur skull.
I was gonna say, this reminds me of when we saw that whalebone in Norway, and it had that perfect chair form.
Yeah.
The rock formation here is very weird, but I like it. It's like perfect little butt rest areas.
Super cool looking.
Super cool. The water is so clear, you can actually see the rocks underneath the water from up here.
And you can see Coco too.
Yeah.
She's that little dot on the beach. I'll get Kika to add an arrow in post. and then that's Uma over there. Check out how magnificent the view is from up here. It's really pretty. You can see all the way back to like our boat back there, and the dinghies on the beach, and the lighthouse is up there, and then ocean's down here. We sailed in from over there. Beautiful cliff. It's a really cool spot. This stone formation is like the perfect bowl shape. So you can get up near the edge and then you can like look out over without getting too sketched out. It's pretty sweet.
I can stay here for a while.
Right. Let's stay here for a while.
Maybe this has to do with the fact that this is the first time in what seemed like forever.
And the first time in forever.
That we can, that we feel like we're enjoying our life at anchor. Maybe that's why, or maybe because this place is just magical and gorgeous.
Like the Bahamas, probably.
Or yeah, since the Bahamas. Or maybe it's a mixture of both. The fact that this place is absolutely breathtaking, and it's warm, and it's a perfect anchorage.
And it's the first time.
And there's hikes, and it's like, it's not just, the difference with the Bahamas is the Bahamas was beautiful, but it was just beach, right? Which is amazing, beach and blue water. But here, it's like a little paradise. This place reminds me of Norway. This reminds me of Canada. This reminds me of the Bahamas. This reminds me of a place that we want to free dive.
You look happy.
I am happy. I'm always happy. I've been happy before this, but you're zooming into my happiness.
I'm zooming into me. Look back at me. Hi!
Oh, my glasses. I was trying to find your shadow.
Hello.
Hello.
Let go before it's over. You're seconds from a heart attack. No, you can't keep holding back. Take a breath, forget the thunder. Take a step, we're going under. Dancing with the architect.
Look, all the boats are gone. Only a few of us left in the anchorage.
We have the whole place to ourselves now.
You know what I had a realization today. You know how, come here, let me tell you about my realization. You know how when we were in the Caribbean, we used to sit on deck, watch the sunset every day, have sundowners and all this stuff? Well, you know how after a while, we just wanted to see something different? We just got so used to sunset, so used to sundowners, so used to, rice sandy beaches. We just wanted to see different scenery, so we went to the Arctic. And after 2 years in the Arctic, now that we're back here, I feel like I'm appreciating this moment even more than I used to. Because...
Agreed.
Yeah, because it's not something that we're used to anymore. It's something that is, it's just wow. Yeah.
That's why you do it.
I know. And then after a while, I'm sure we'll get tired of it again and we'll see something different. And then we'll just keep doing something different until we miss the sunsets and we miss the beaches, and then we keep coming back. And so it's always fresh in our hearts, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm appreciating this moment right here, like being warm, watching the sunset, sitting on deck, sipping a sundowner. Do we have any sundowners?
Whiskey.
Oh boy, Arctic whiskey.
No, Scottish whiskey.
Oh.
We have Italian wine that we got in Iceland. We've got one beer that we got in Svalbard, and we've got whiskey that we got in Scotland. Which would you prefer as a sundowner?
Well, since this is our first sundowner after 2 years, I think maybe we should get the Arctic beer, the Svalbard beer open.
All right.
What do you think?
All right.
It's a good moment. I feel so good right now. We can share it since it's the only one left.
The last beer.
The last beer from Svalbard. Cheers to our first sunset. Oh, not our first sunset.
First proper sunset in a while.
Cheers to our first sundowner in a very, very long time. And we're gonna enjoy our beer. And I guess we'll see you guys next week. Cheers, guys.